Alright, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you pick the first image, this is your reading. Sorry about the noise, the neighbors work on cars. Hopefully that doesn't disturb the reading. Alright, so pile number 1. I felt like a very childlike, very curious, hopeful energy. Maybe right now you might feel a little guarded, a little, maybe a little just upset, or you're just sad about the the events and news you see online, the injustice, the corruption, and there's a lot going on right now, and you might feel a little discouraged. Yeah, that was the word, discouraged. Sometimes seeing the news. Make sure not to watch the news too much. Well, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but it's just some advice. You can take it or leave it. I understand that feeling of just being discouraged with the world. So I feel that you have definitely been through betrayal, rock bottom, and just times you've needed someone there for you. And that's very I don't think there's words to describe it, but just amazing that you have overcome these situations. I also see that you have had to probably transform and grow into someone who is hopeful and wanting to take risks, wanting to like be the fool, having hope, beginning new adventures, jumping on new ideas. Maybe you want to follow your purpose, and you're starting to come out of your comfort zone, and you're just someone who is just willing to take risks, very adventurous, and you aren't afraid to go alone. But either way, you're not alone. Spirit is there beside you. And I see here with the Two of Wands that you definitely maybe have had anxious thoughts, or you've just been worried about your future, but I feel like now you are planning, you are working on your future, making plans. Maybe I was seeing the Judgment card, so maybe you want to know your purpose. You want to work on your purpose. Maybe help the world as well. And that's something Spirit sees and is just amazed by, and because many people are just working for themselves, but I think you want to do some service to the world, help in some kind of way, and that is definitely going to return to you, tenfold. And this could also be that you are, patiently working on your plans, working, towards your future. Here with this Eight of Wands, you are very passionate, and you're very quick thinking. You will take quick action towards your goals. I feel like sometimes you could burn out if you don't see results quickly, or when you want results, or you could overwork yourself or overburden yourself. But Spirit wants you to pace yourself. That passion, that creativity is something the Spirit loves about you, and they want you to pace yourself. And also here in perfectionism, you could want to be perfectionist and make sure all your work is up to par and perfect, 100%, every single detail. But Spirit wants you to be, pace yourself and know that there will always be room for change. Things happen, and your best is enough. They see that you're very passionate, and you can turn on that fire inside of you and work towards your goals. So I got a new deck today, the archetype cards. I'll be getting new decks soon. So we got Visionary, Light attributes capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So yeah, kind of tying back to the Two of Wands, kind of just looking at the future, not just your future, but you're looking at what is happening in the world. Maybe you could be very psychic. You very intuitive, kind of like looking into a crystal ball. And yeah, you're very good at visualizing. That could be maybe a learning style, but either way, you are planning. I see you making plans, and maybe you're working towards something that could possibly even benefit, other people. We also have Judge. Light attributes: balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So yeah, you could sometimes feel just discouraged with, the corruption you see, or just the unfair treatment of others online. I'm hearing activist. You could, consider yourself to be an activist, and you want to you want equality, distributed among everyone. And I feel like you are, even in the workplace, if someone is not treating you correctly, you stand up for yourself, you stand up for others. We also have Gambler. Light attribute: willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Fool card. And maybe you've had to take risks and on, plans on your career that others might have just not been okay with. You followed your intuition. In spirit, loves that about you. They are very proud of you for doing that. Keep following your intuition. Maybe others have doubted you, have told you to not do something. It is important to keep going, following your passions, your intuition, what you love. We also have Scribe. Light attribute: preserving knowledge and information. So yeah, Spirit loves that you're very intelligent. You are someone who, even if you are not in school, you are still learning, you are still curious. It's very childlike curiosity about the world, the universe, yourself, how life works. And maybe you are in school, you're a very studious person, you're working towards your career, but even if you're not, you are still, you're a student of life, and you know that there's still a lot to learn, and you're very curious, you want to learn more, and you're taking risks on your passions and learning more about it, researching. And Spirit sees that and loves that about you. We also have Stay Optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't wait right before the miracle occurs. So this could be a message, but I see that you are very, optimistic. you kind of don't see the point in just staying in, you know, in this victim mentality, wanting pity from others. We also have playtime. So again, this very childlike energy. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. So yeah, this could be also a message. You know, being in your childlike energy will, it's kind of the key to success, and you are definitely in tune with your inner child. And you know, you follow your interests, you follow your passions, your heart desires, with this optimism and curiosity. Even though you could get discouraged, you know, by people in the world, but you just love, you know, enjoying yourself, enjoying your interests, you know, your hobbies, whatever you like to do. We also have a new dawn. The worst is now behind you. Positive new experiences are on the horizon. So yeah, you know when to let go of the past. Could be hard, but you move forward because you know we only have one life, and you are ready for new experiences. And you could fear the unknown, but you are, I'm seeing the strength card, very courageous, you know, and working towards self-love and self-respect. We also have believe. Whatever you want, believe you can have it. The universe will bring it in time. Maybe you're working towards this. You are working towards having this mentality of knowing that you deserve what you desire, and trusting the universe. And Spirit is very proud of you for doing that. You also have intimate. Share yourself with another in intimacy of your life and feelings. Be vulnerable. So you're not afraid to show your feelings, show your emotions. You love having, you know, close relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, just friendships, being close with your family. You like having deep relationships, and just loving, you know, you love to share yourself with other people and making new friends. Which is amazing, because I think it's just very hard to feel welcome, to feel like people listen to you, but you have that optimism, that hopeful energy, and you bring that out in others as well. We have one step at a time. So I feel like even though you are maybe, you know, taking leaps of faith with, you know, with what you have, you are still following a plan. You're following your intuition, and you're doing it one step at a time. I feel like you're learning to be gentle with yourself, could also be a message, one step at a time. Also have create a life with magic. And I feel like you're working towards creating a life that you love. Being balanced as well. A balanced, mind, body, and soul. You also have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So yeah, you question everything. You're very curious about the universe, the human beings, yourself. And I feel like you are learning to let go of places, people, situations that don't serve you anymore, and that you need to let go of. We also have double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. If you resonate with being a starseed or empath or a light worker, I feel like you are working towards just being that beacon of light to, raise the vibration of a collective. If you resonate with that. But either way, just by being you are just doing so much healing already for the collective, for Earth. And even if you think you're not doing much to help, you're not donating all your money or doing charity work often, just by being authentic and being you, being just optimistic, working on yourself, because that should be, your priority. You are already doing so much for the world. You also have house, your home in all senses of the word, your base, family, community. So with this, 4 is the number of foundation. I feel like you are working towards building a solid foundation in your life, finding stability in all departments, emotional, spiritual, financial. And this house looks done. So I feel like you are working towards it, and you are definitely going to see the fruits of your labor soon. And I feel like people really see you as a strong member of family or the community, a strong friend, reliable and loyal. I also see coffin, ending, transformation, or completion. So with this, I always think about the transformation card. So I feel like you are always transforming. I always see this coffin as you go into hermit mode and then you come out a whole new different person. You also have woman, so you could identify with being a woman, or it could be a significant woman in your life who has helped you. Also heard it could be an ancestor, maybe a grandmother figure, or just a woman ancestor who is there for you and who is very proud of you. You also have some adjectives to describe you. We have bright. Yeah, you're a beacon of light. You're a beacon, you know, for those who need a little help when they're lost. You're a very bright person, a lot of potential. And Spirit wants you to tap into that potential. You also have humor. To me, you're very funny. You're always lighten up the mood in situations and the environment. People think you're very funny and witty. We have thoughtful. So yeah, you could be very thoughtful and kind. You make sure to take into consideration everyone's feelings. Very thoughtful friend, partner, family member. You have open-minded. People feel like you are very open-minded. They feel like they can be themselves with you. And we have heart. It says love, emotion, affection, sweetheart, friendship, flirtation, the heart's desire. So I feel like you lead with your heart chakra, your heart space. You like to make it a safe space for, you know, anyone you interact with. Very loving person. That was a beautiful reading. Well, thank you for being in my channel. We also have key. So I kind of see this as you have the key to success. You have the key. I heard the key to my heart. So maybe people see you as someone who has. I'm very honored to have you on my channel. Spirit is very proud of you, and you will definitely find people like you and who will value your energy. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Hello, pal number 2. If you pick the second image, this is your reading. So what I'm getting for you is a very very disciplined, very or you're working towards your, you know, having discipline. Very confident person. Here with your first card, the King of Wands. You know, does not matter what you identify as, but you embody this King of Wands energy. You have leveled up to being a king. This bold leader, you know, with power, charm, courageous. And that's how, you know, what Spirit is describing you as. That you've had to walk away from situations, people, places, jobs that just didn't serve you anymore. And you have this very like fiery energy. You could be a fire sign, you don't have to be, but you have all this, you know, this fire, this strength. Here with the strength card, you could be a Leo. But I feel like this discipline, it you know, it comes with working on your self-love, self-respect, and that's, you know, the strength card as well, kind of managing your addictions, your emotions that are deemed negative, you know, your impulses, habits. And we have the Ace of Swords. You could have some air in your chart, but you don't have to. But you are always, I feel like you are always thinking of new ideas, thinking of new projects. Yeah, always thinking, you know, what's next, or what should I do, very problem solving, and yeah, always thinking of the next big thing in your life. You could be in school, you don't have to be, but you're always, you know, thinking of solutions and whatnot. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, a very charming person, very charming and very persuasive as well. We also have the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Swords. So yeah, again, you like to maybe put these ideas into action, and you could also be very maybe what's the word? Very cunning with your words. That's what I'm hearing, I think. Yeah, just, you know, Knight of Swords, it's also about, you know, communicating, you know, fast communication. You're very persuasive, and you aren't afraid to, you know, say what's on your mind. We have, I got the new archetype deck. We have Archetype, Light Attribute, Transformation of Base, Motives, and Goals into Golden Wisdom. So yeah, with this, all these ideas, you are working towards these ideas, finding valuable information, you know, putting all those ideas, that experience, that wisdom, that research, putting that into work, into your work, and yeah, just working towards your goals, your projects, your passions. Putting your experiences and knowledge of life as well, and lessons you've learned, you know, to work when you are experiencing something else, and, you know, or you're dealing with people. We also have Exorcist, Light Attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So yeah, I feel like you've had to maybe you've had to deal with addictions, and you got yourself out of it, or bad habits, and I feel like you are wanting to help people come out of those bad habits as well. That's very beautiful. You know, Spirit sees that and is very proud of you for that. We have Servant, Light Attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So yeah, with this knowledge and experience and things you've had to go through, you want to help people who are going through what you went through, and that's very beautiful. You know, you're very much needed, and you know, everything you do will, you know, come back to you tenfold. We also have Hermit, Light Attributes, seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So if you like, you know when to isolate yourself in a healthy way, to work on your healing, to work on your passions, to work on yourself, your creativity, your career, your family, just yourself. Yeah, and that serves your creativity, your personal creativity. Yeah, because you're not focusing on other people, situations, places. You are putting all your attention on yourself and what you can create for yourself and maybe for others. And it's great. You know, I was very proud of you for that, because that is already doing so much for the collective, for the world. Focusing on yourself, working on your healing, whatever you feel like you need to work on. Maybe you've gone to therapy, and that takes a lot of strength, because a lot of people suppress their traumas, their triggers, and just what they've been through. And you know, I hope we all get to heal from our traumas and what we've been through. And I feel like you are definitely doing the work. And with this, like, it kind of looks like fire in this chest. Just you light your own, how do you say it? You are working towards that, finding motivation and just passion. You have a lot of passion towards your goals. You also have break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So you've definitely have had to grow and learn from different experiences. And I feel like with this exorcist, you've had to break free from, you know, your bad habits, situations, places. We also have helpful person. So yeah, you know, with this servant energy, someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. I feel like you're that helping person for others. You know, and make sure to ask for help when you need it as well. We also have change. It's time for a change. Find what you need and see what you can do differently. So I feel like you've had to you went through a realization in your life that you needed to change your habits, change your life, turn your life around. And you've definitely transformed and are still transforming. Seeing butterflies, that maybe you could resonate with butterflies. You have nurture what you need right now. Whatever your focus is, nurture it and nurture you. So yeah, you've had to heal and work on yourself, work on whatever needs healing. You know, not only trying to improve yourself, but working on, you know, what you've been through, what those negative emotions that you've brought with you. And I feel like you try to listen to your body, and you're listening to your intuition to see what you need, what needs change. You also have love yourself. But yeah, again, self-love. You're working on self-love. That's beautiful. We have allow yourself to rest. These could be messages, but I feel like you are knowing when to not overburden yourself, not to overwork yourself, not to overextend your energy. knowing, listening to your body when you need rest, and that's very important because, you can't really serve yourself or others when you are, just exhausted and tired. We have don't hide your shadow side. So yeah, you've learned to embrace your shadow side. You are not ashamed of what you've been through, which is beautiful. You are not ashamed of the experiences you've had, which is, amazing, and to not suppress that, because, that you have went through so much, and you've grown so much, and Spirit sees that. And I think it's important to not be ashamed of our past. Sorry for the noise. Not be ashamed about what we've been through. Ashamed of ourselves. Not feeling guilty. We also have the Great Serving. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Yeah, so maybe you've had to deal with people who trigger you, and you have learned how to walk away from those people who trigger you. This is also like fire energy, Mars energy, war energy. Maybe you want to work for the collective, want to do something for the world. We have, you got the love, daring energy, codependency, boundaries. So yeah, maybe you've had to work on your boundaries. If you resonate with being Hadarian, I forgot how to say it. That's their planet is non-existent, but they've reincarnated on Earth, and sometimes struggle with boundaries. If you resonate with any of that, you can definitely research that. You've had to work on your codependency as well. Learn to put that attention on yourself. You've also learned to manage those emotions that are deemed negative, like anger, resentment, and it's important to feel them. It's important to feel them, but not to affect others while working on them, and letting them go and not getting lost in them. I feel like you've mastered that, and that's very beautiful. We have whip, heated conversations, debate, sharp. I associate this with discipline. You have had to maybe deal with people who are narcissists, and I'm hearing that you are also very disciplined and goal-oriented, a go-getter. We have bouquet, an invitation, welcoming gift or surprise, aesthetics, pleasant and kind woman, sometimes an aunt. This could literally be flowers. Yeah, so I feel like you've kind of been just blooming. All this healing is just kind of just showing in yourself, just you heal this, you just bloom a flower, you try to help others, you just keep blooming and blooming as you heal and as you work on yourself. Some adjectives we have is you could be someone who is short. And I'm not sure why this came out. You don't have to be short. heard short attention span. So that you don't, not everyone will resonate, but maybe you identify as having ADHD or ADD. You know, I was also diagnosed with that, and I feel like you've had to work on those impulses. You know, working with your ADHD, not, you know, against it. We have loving, very loving person, very empathetic, putting yourself in the shoes of others. We have popular. So people see you as this very popular, charming person. We have open-minded. Yeah, very open-minded. You openly hear other people's experiences, because you know I feel like you've grown into this very empathetic, very beautiful person, very supportive person from what you've gone through. You have confident. Yeah, you're very this leader, this powerful leader. We have adventurous. So yeah, very adventurous. You like to try new things, go to new places. All right, pile number 2. That was a wonderful reading. You know, I'm very honored to have you on my channel watching this reading. We definitely need you right now. So please keep working on, you know, your heart's desires. Keep being this wonderful person. All right, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Hello, pile number 3. If you picked the 3rd image, this is your reading. So for you, I'm getting, for all 3 piles, just very, very powerful energies. For you, I'm getting, you are a little similar to the pile number 2, but with some things that are different. We have the Strength card. I feel like you have been a very courageous person. You've had to be very courageous and have learned self-control, or learning self-control, self-love, self-respect. I feel like with the Strength card, you're also very wise. And with this person taming this lion, you've maybe had to deal with taming your addictions, habits, your emotional body, and I feel like you're able to do that for other people as well. You're able to calm them down, soothe them. We also have the Page of Wands. So very passionate. You could be a fire sign, but you don't have to be. You could be working on, you know, working on your passions, working on your projects, a business idea that you have, your hobbies, just whatever you love. And you know, with this being a page, you're very you go towards your desires in a very childlike energy, just very excited to work on it, very motivated and passionate about it. We also have the Two of Cups. So with this, I feel like people see you as a romantic partner with, you know, that is able to nurture them and, you know, give and take. Also in friendships and family, a very balanced person as well. Maybe you're learning how to balance your feminine and masculine energies, which we all have. You know, doesn't matter what you identify as. You're learning how to balance your emotional body, your mental body, how to be disciplined and also nurture yourself. We also have justice, again, balance. You are all about balance, and also maybe bringing justice to the world. You don't like seeing people being treated unfairly. You want to see fairness in the world. You could consider yourself an activist, but you don't have to be. Maybe you just like to work for a better world. You like to do some maybe community service, or you could just be a very kind person. You want to treat everyone equally, make sure there's equal give and take, and there are balanced and furry situations. You have the Chariot. So this is about, action and change. You are able to transform. And transforming could be painful, but you are able to transform and take action on your heart's desires, whatever you love. I hear that you've overcome your fear of being seen and failing on your endeavors, and maybe you're working towards that as well, which is normal. We can all get a little scared of failing, but I feel like you are definitely taking action on what you love, what you stand for. Very powerful energy. So we have the Four of Cups. So I feel like you have learned how to cut out distractions. Like here with this person, they're like, nope, you cannot distract me. I am working towards the greater good, or on myself. You've had to maybe cut out people, situations, places, jobs. You're learning self-worth and learning to, not be distracted. You have to have discipline. And under that we have the Ace of Cups. You're a very healing person, because you give equal give and take. You are able to know when someone needs healing, how someone needs healing, how to treat people. Also, romantically, very good partner. This Ten of Pentacles. You're working towards, your heart's desires. You're working towards that, leaving a legacy of financial stability, but also equality, in the world. We have Poet. It says, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So maybe you're like a motivational speaker, and people are very, moved by your words, very persuasive, very, very empowering. You could be a poet yourself. You could write, songs, poems, books, even just art. You express yourself, and even dance in any way. And you could also see the joy in everyday life, which people have, kind of forgot about. Looking at the clouds. Oh wow, that looks like a dinosaur. Or look, those are beautiful flowers when you're walking outside. And yeah, just romanticizing life and finding the beauty in everything. People really love that about you. Spirit sees that about you and is very proud of you. We have Engineer. Light attributes: ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So it could be an engineer of any kind, computer engineer, or but this is just about creative energy, a practical expression. Maybe you're very logical. Maybe you like math, science, problem solving as well. Very good at problem solving. You're able to make a plan for your creative ideas as well. We have rebel, light attributes, challenges, authority. I'm very sorry about that. I forgot to turn off the AC. I hope you can hear me well. We have rebel. Challenges authority to effect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So yeah, you could be very, could be a Libra, but you don't have to be. Yeah, you could stand up against unfairness, corruption, social issues, but even just maybe in the workplace, in everyday life, you like to stand up for people. You like to be aware of, you know, the unfairness going on in the world. A very high, you could have a very good moral compass. We also have addict. Like attributes help you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So maybe you could be this for other people. Maybe you've had to confront your own habits and addictions, and learn self-love, self-respect, and self-control. You know, learning when to let go of habits. You've had to let go of people, situations as well. We also have mother healing. As your feelings toward your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So with mother healing, you could be a mother yourself. You could be a mother figure. And you know, whatever you identify as, people see you as a very nurturing person. And maybe you've had to work through mother issues. You know, what you've been through with your mother, and Spirit sees that, and they're very proud of you for that. It's definitely very very overwhelming, and it can be draining, but you I feel like you've worked through it. You know, whoever that resonates with, and they're very proud of you for doing the work. We have friendship. Make a date for a play date with one or more friends. So people see you as a very good friend and want to make plans with you. They like hanging out with you. You know, people value your friendship. And Spirit sees you as a very good mother as well. We have pause. Take a moment for you and pause. Ask yourself deeper questions to find answers. So I feel like with that engineer energy, you are able to pause and find solutions to anything that comes up, or even just planning. Finding logical plans to execute, you know, whatever projects you want to do, any business you want to start. Or even just pausing, like, what do I need for myself emotionally? What does my body need? We have change. It's time for a change. Find what you need and see what you can do differently. Very transformative. You're able to transform. I think I said that already. Maybe you're very good at adapting to change. You've had to adapt. Learn how to adapt. I'm hearing that you've had to move a lot, maybe. and you've had to adapt to your environment multiple times. We have nature is calling you. Maybe you are someone who loves nature, loves animals, loves Mother Earth, Gaia. We also have embrace yourself. I feel like you're very true to yourself, authentic. You're learning how to be authentic and not be afraid of what people say, ignoring what they say, you know, if you're being judged. And that's very beautiful. That's something I hope we all get to do. And you know, Spirit is very proud of you for that. That's already doing so much healing for the collective. We have Snake, a woman, female rival, or simply a very bright and intellectual older lady. So yeah, I feel like when I shuffle this card, I heard you can like spot snakes in the grass. You're able to know when people don't have good intentions. Yeah, you could be very intellectual yourself, very cunning. You know how to outsmart people if they don't have good intentions. And also with the snake, you're able to like shed your skin and transform. You transform yourself all the time. You have new ideas, new ways of thinking all the time. And this snake is holding an egg, so you're very protective of maybe your children, your family, your loved ones, friends. Very, very fierce person as well, you know, when it comes to protecting the ones you love. We have Ship. Travel, foreigners and foreign places, transitions and nostalgia, bodies of water, import, export, trade, possible inheritance, a literal ship. So I feel like this kind of, I heard that maybe you've had to move a lot and you've had to, or maybe you're an immigrant. You've had to move, you're a foreigner. Maybe you're not from the country you're living in, and you've had to adapt to that new environment, and that's very courageous, very, very courageous, very that's amazing. You know, it's very hard. You know, let alone moving to a city, just moving to another country, learning a new language, new cultures, new ideas, starting, you know, from scratch. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So I feel like you're able to zoom out, find solutions to your problems, and you're able to look at other people's perspectives and compromise with them. We also have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Yeah, again with that snake energy, you're able to be, you're very protective and loyal. You bring people this sense of safety and trust. Very trustworthy person. We also have some adjectives. We have bold, very bold person. Very courageous and stand up for yourself and others. We have humor. People think you're funny. You know, you try to bring a lighthearted approach to situations. You're popular. So you could like making new friends. You could have a lot of friends, be popular, have a lot of connections. You have fierce. You know, again with that bold, very fierce. I didn't look at these cards. So fierce with that snake energy. Very protective, fierce. a go-getter. Logical. I didn't look at these cards. Yeah, logical. You know, you're able to think with your mind, with your brain, and your heart. You know, looking at the solutions of things. We have grounded. You're a very grounded person. Balanced. You know, you're able to ground your energy, ground yourself when you're feeling stressed. Could be an earth sign. You don't have to be. Wow, that was a very powerful reading. Very powerful people in this reading. I am absolutely honored to have you guys watching my readings. Thank you so much for stopping by and letting me read for you. And thank you for watching. Keep being this wonderful person. You are needed. You're definitely needed. Keep, working towards healing yourself and working, on your heart's desires. And thank you for watching. Have a good day.